gone. Young, but I still got sons in the game. But they not like the one with a dot in his name. If it's locking, it's gotta be knowledge. You made it the wildest applause when we hop on these stages. Go and get your Teflon on, but once we let off this track list, go and blow your chest off. When the last time that you heard it sound this hard? Compliments and knowledge in them. And we can go toe-to-toe, anyone you know, young or old, they get drove in the... I just did the Super Bowl halftime show with the GOATs. What I wanna do with verses, that's like comparing T-ball to the MLB. Y'all out of your league, we not the same person. I'll be doing this till I'm about 86, so this holding my on the nurses.
Alongside Greg Anthony and Stan Van Gundy, I'm Kevin Harlan. Allie LaForce will be our reporter tonight on the sideline. Well, it was the Indiana Pacers in their last game, a loss to the Spurs. Pass to Jackson. Suggs with the steal. Here's Banchero.
And this kid is just a natural-born scorer. Banchero can post you up, face you up, and also beat you in transition.
To stand in terms of emerging young stars, Banchero is very high on that list.
Well, he sure is, because he can create shots for himself and his teammates. And as we've already seen in his early years, this guy is at his best in the playoffs, and that's a trait you're always looking for.
So good at just reading the defense. That time, Halliburton maintains his dribble and gets to where he wants to go.
Pass to Bane. Jacks up a three. It's rebounded by Indiana.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Siakam with it. Now defended by Bane. Here's Nembhard. 5 to shoot. Inside. Siakam. And finished off by Siakam.
And those are 2 loud points. Siakam flushes it without much effort.
To the middle. Here's Halliburton. Here's Nesmith. Off target with his 3. And it's the Magic's ball. There's the pick. Here's Banchero. Pass to Suggs. Back to Banchero. Can't get it to fall. It's Nembhard on the wing. At the elbow, it's Jackson. Siakam outside. Left side Jackson. Indiana needs to get a shot off. And here's the fast break. Pull up Jay. It's stolen by Nembhard. And here we go. Fast break. Halliburton's got it. And there it is for him. Jackson's got his second basket of the game.
Very few young players see the floor as well as Halliburton. It really shows just how impressive his ceiling is as a playmaker.
And this Magic team, Greg, hangs its hat on size, on switchability, and toughness.
Yeah, they contest everything and play with real discipline. For a young group, that is uncommon, and it's a big reason they've taken the lead.
Indiana moving the ball away. Tries it from the top of the key, and it's in there.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they shot the basketball.
To the paint. Here's Banchero. And a wide open look for Payne. That's good, and it's Banchero with the assist.
Well, defenses should always expect this from Bane. He's a skilled distance shooter.
Halliburton with it. Picked up by Suggs. Hits the three-point bomb.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
What a play there. The hoop plus the harm.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for Indiana.
Well, they're in a great flow. The ball's moving. All those assisted buckets means the offense is running well.
You also have to admire how they challenge the defense inside, getting a lot of points in the paint.
There's Bitadze, and Bitadze throws it down.
Yeah, big-time height advantage there, and he does not mess around. Good recognition to take it right at him.
To the inside, Siakam. Halliburton inside the three-point line. Will not go. This is off the front iron. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Back to Jackson. It's Nembhard on the wing. Halliburton on the wing. On the wing, Jackson. Money from the wing. Jackson's got 6.
Looking to make plays for others. We've seen this from him all night.
Yeah, when there's been an open man, he's found him. And you love to see a guy dishing it like this.
Pacers, 15.
And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And taking a look at the Pacers' performance here, guys. What are your thoughts?
Throughout the first quarter, they did a great job of just running the offense.
Yeah, and I love to see this kind of communication between teammates. Great player movement, great ball movement.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And guys, you cannot allow that in a close game. You have to make it harder than that.
And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thanks, Kevin. The Pacers are all about winning. And Coach Rick Carlisle said, our young players are having to earn their way. They're not being given anything. It's the only way to do things, in my opinion. If you want to build championship habits, you got to do it on a merit-based, accountability type of basis. Guys, back to you.
Okay, Allie, we thank you for the report.
Well, you're going to struggle when you're forcing up shots like that.
Pass to Huff. You know, Greg, a lot of the best scorers do what's called hunting, looking to create contact with the defender that they've zeroed in on.
Yeah, and that can be a legitimate technique to really negate a shot blocker. But when the offensive player basically initiates all the contact, we could do without some of those cheap foul calls against the defenders.
And now approaching 2 minutes of action here in the second quarter. Here's Black. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash-mouth physical basketball, guys.
Pass to Banchero. And the layup is good. Banchero's got 6.
Yeah, that was the 3rd straight high-percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Now Shepherd. McConnell with it. Jones covering. A nice shot by Huff.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Orlando moving the ball around. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Pacers will take it.
Substitution on the court.
And so it's Indiana with it. They lead by 4. Only the 6th player ever from the country of Georgia. Batase is an inspiration, Coach.
He sure is, Kevin, and a hard-playing guy who can really defend and rebound. And he's an underrated offensive player. Great finisher around the rim. This guy can help almost anybody. Well, nice pass there, setting up Wagner in a good position.
And a wide-open look for Siakam. Drills the three-pointer. Siakam's got the lead up to 7 now for the Pacers. Jones, that's for 2. It's rebounded by Indiana.
And that is the exact type of opportunity this offense is looking to create.
Yeah, quality offense will serve you well in the long run. You can't settle for bad shots.
And the dunk by Jackson.
Isaiah Jackson.
For a center, he's maybe undersized, but his ability to get in the air to make a play balances that out.
Now, here's Isaac. Outside, Jones. And the 3 off target.
Solid rebound there, and with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy. Of the 2 offenses here tonight, you can tell theirs is just a bit more in sync.
Well, I think it's because they're calling sets that really match up well with their personnel.
Here's Halliburton. After the basket by Franz Wagner. And Neesmith with the slam.
Well, you love assisted hoops. That's good offense.
They set the pick. Down low. And finished off by Wagner.
Yeah, good play, good execution, and Wagner puts on the finishing touch.
Halliburton right side. Here's Siakam. They double-team Siakam. That one falls. Siakam's got 7 now in this quarter.
Oh, and they made him work for it, but Siakam knows how to finish strong inside.
Comes up empty down low. In the corner, it's Bane. His 3-pointer's off the mark. To the middle. With 4 seconds on the clock. And finished off by Siakam.
Well, he can play the 4 because he gets off the ground so well.
Pascal Siakam getting it done for Indiana. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with them. We'll get right back to the action when we return. Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. And it just seems like the Pacers have really shaken up the league, Greg, with their fast-paced, aggressive style.
Well, Tyrese Halliburton and Pascal Siakam, 2 star players who thrive in this up-tempo style. And if you look at the roster around them, the pieces fit.
And here's Halliburton. After the 3-pointer from Desmond Bane. Back to Mathurin. And he can't answer back. The 3-pointer offline. To the inside. And Carter with the dunk.
I like the way Carter Jr. plays. He gives you the size, and he gives you the toughness.
Outside Mathurin. Pass to Huff. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. The Magic trailed by 8. Outside, Bane. Offline with his 3. Outside, Walker. Pass to Huff. Inside. Plays it up and banks it in. Huff's got 6.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
Payton for 3. Indiana leading by 10. Now Halliburton. Shot clock at 6. Nembhard for 3. And the 3 ball is good.
3 points.
Nembhard's got the lead up to 13 now for the Pacers. And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Thank you. Tyrese Halliburton loves to pass, but he's not chasing assists. He said, quote, "I just try to play the right brand of basketball. I like to see the ball moving. I kick it ahead. I'm just playing through the flow of the game. Assists just happen with the way I play." Back to you.
He spreads it around. Thanks so much, Allie, for the report.
Great energy on the deflection and a good job disrupting their offense.
Yeah, there's nothing easy on offense. Coaches love seeing that kind of hustle on the defensive end.
And so the timeout here taken by Rick Carlisle. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. Here we go, one-on-one. Pass to Suggs. And here's Wagner. To the paint. Here's Bane. A 3 ball. Good on the triple. Bane's got 6 in the quarter.
Well, he's been more confident shooting it since the half. Let's see if that trend continues.
Right wing.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
There's 1:59 left to play here in the third. Shot clock at 5. Back to Mathurin. Here's Jackson. Can't hit from in close.
You gotta finish at the rim right there. You hate seeing those opportunities go to waste.
That cuts the lead to single digits. Suggs has got 5 now.
Well, that's just the physicality from Suggs. Fighting off defenders in close.
McConnell scanning the floor. Inside. Indiana moving it around. Back to Jackson. The layup missed. The Magic trailed by 8. Here's De Silva. Off with the layup. And Mathurin has got the ball here for the Indiana Pacers. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Outside Jackson. Here's Walker. Outside for Jackson. Pass to McConnell. Over Suggs. And the Pacers can't get it to go. And there's the foul. It'll go on T.J. McConnell. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul. In the lineup for
26 seconds left in the third quarter. To the left wing. 6 to shoot. De Silva. That's in. Coming off an assist from Jones.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
Stolen by Jones. Here's De Silva. Rips down the breakaway slam.
Nice little run here to shrink that deficit, but can they get over the hump?
Well, with all the momentum they've built up, I don't see this run stopping anytime soon.
And that's going to do it for the third quarter.
46.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter, what is still anybody's ballgame. And so here is Indiana. 4-point game. Pass to Nesmith. Here's Halliburton. Rebound by Paolo Banchero.
Well, sometimes it's just not your night. but despite his struggles, they're ahead in the game.
And that's about the worst defense I can imagine a team playing coming down the stretch.
Yeah, there's no excuse for giving that up. That's the absolute last thing you want to happen.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Halliburton. Halliburton muscles through the contact.
And Halliburton doesn't get rattled easily. He's adept at finding ways to finish through contact.
Jones drives in. Pacers with the rebound. A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone right now. Halliburton deciding where to go with it. Halliburton converts inside.
For a skinny guy, Halliburton has a lot of confidence inside. In fact, he's confident at everything he does. And coming down the stretch here, both teams still on fire.
Yeah, in hopes that your opponent is just going to go cold. That's not going to happen, it doesn't look like in this one. This might go down to whoever has the last possession.
Here's Halliburton. Pass to Nembhard. Here's Huff. And that one is hammered home.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA. The lead is what it is right now.
Well, that's too easy. As he says, let me add to my highlight.
And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Halliburton outside. Nembhard. The three is off.
Well, that is stifling coverage on the perimeter. That's how you stop a good shooter in his tracks.
I love how assertive Bane is in transition. Outstanding at running to the right spot in those situations.
They set the screen. Here's Siakam. Oh, and he feathers one right through. What touch!
And plays with solid floor recognition. Siakam continues to fine-tune those playmaking skills.
A ton of confidence for Banchero. Big moments, no pressure.
And Rick Carlisle decides to call timeout. It's a chance for them to regroup and refocus. We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Well, over the break, I listened in on Rick Carlisle's huddle. They said in the huddle, this is it. No excuses. Let's figure out a way to win. A couple of players spoke as well, firing up their teammates. A great ending could be in store, guys.
Okay, Allie, thank you. Now Siakam. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation.
Sometimes the action speeds up on you a little too much. Two teammates not on the same wavelength there.
Suggs, and he slams it down with a one-arm hammer.
Well, he's got that clutch gene in him. Suggs digging deep when they need it.
Now Nembhard. 1:25 left in the fourth. Here's Siakam. Halliburton. The long shot, no good. Bane to take the lead. Ooh, he laid it up and in.
Well, that's a huge bucket in a pressure-packed moment. You can see why this team trusts Desmond Bane.
Off his foot, and the refs whistling a kick ball. Now Halliburton. It's blocked. 43 seconds left here in the fourth quarter.
That is world class.
Yeah, and I can say from experience, his coach just breathed a huge sigh of relief.
Now Halliburton. Now Siakam. Rattler's a three. Cleared away by Batadze. Big time move inside.
Used of these big moments from his college days. Banchero's heartbeat should stay low here.
Count it.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive stop.
Yeah, you got to love that kind of effort. Getting in there and fighting through the defense.
That's good from Halliburton. And the foul called on Pascal Siakam. That's foul number 2 for him.
And you know what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend the game.
Outside, Bane. And so the big win by Orlando in a tight game. That was a fun night of basketball and a fabulous finish as they continued to wait out until the very last moment to seal.
And there are so many times when you see these tight games won at home, that advantage of having that crowd behind you oftentimes is the ultimate